God's morning and welcome to the channel. I first want to tell all my subscribers thank you for your loyalty because you could unsubscribe me. But I am back, and this is what we're going to talk about today: the different stages of my channel and where we be going from here from now on. My name is Cassandra Brand, aka Miss Alexis. I am an author, a consultant, an influencer, and a woman child of God. And I welcome you to the channel once again. I had to do that little applause. I'm learning my back office and my StreamYard portal so that I'll be able to just jump online, don't have to worry about the background, worried about being all made up and all that. We will get to that part. But first, I want to share with you what has really been going on with the channel. Now, at first, when I originally started, I was a motivating speaker. I just wanted to pass on and share nuggets and knowledge and encouragement and motivation. And then, and I don't regret anything that I have been through or going through. I don't regret any of it. But I stalled my channel the first time because I ended up becoming a caregiver for my father, who is now 89 years old. And I brought him from Buffalo, New York to here in North Carolina. So I never really got a chance to be consistent in my content because I was always dealing with doctors and nurses and appointments, and it was just always one thing after another. And I'm not complaining, I'm just sharing with you. So that's when you see my father come into my the picture in my channel where I was sharing things because I was trying to collaborate to continue to excuse me, build content, which as part of my lifestyle. And that lasts for a while and it's still going on. I still have dad. He's 89 years old now as of last month. But then I started sharing my granddog, Gracie, who everybody loved. She is my heartbeat, the apple of my eye. She's so beautiful and I just love her so much. I really do. She's my friend. So I became more like a caregiver for my granddog because my daughter would leave her for not 1 or 2 days. Sometimes she won't come back to the next week or whenever. And I didn't have a problem with that because she was good company. She's an awesome, what you call it, when the dogs bark. If she hears someone who walks up the driveway, she'll start barking. And she's very alert, and we love her. So a few years, I took care of dad, and his health kind of declined because now he's bedbound. He cannot transfer or pivot. He has to be taken to his dialysis appointment in an ambulance. Thank God for the VA transportation. And that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. He has to go for 4 hours if anyone knows about how dialysis works. But before I get too far into that, I just wanted to give you the basics and the foundation of how things got to me not even building any content. I would say probably for maybe over almost close to a year. And I just had to put things into priority. So a couple of years of that with dad. Then my mother comes. She comes from Buffalo. I went to go get her from Buffalo. Mom has dementia. And she was able to walk and talk, but now she is also bedbound. She had a hip replacement and a broken collarbone. Trying to get out the bed to walk, she fell and broke her collarbone. So this is over a period of time, but it's like one thing after another. And I still put my parents first to make sure that they're taken care of, they're getting the proper attention and the things that they need. And being a caregiver, you cannot be selfish. And it's definitely not about no money, especially when you're taking care of someone's on a fixed income, which I don't complain about that either because God does take care of us. And I also have my 34-year-old son, who's a very big help. I couldn't do a lot of things without him. He is our muscle. Even though he has his own challenges, he just pushed through the pain and do the right thing. And I thank God for that. Now, as I talk about motivating speaking, you could check out some clips of my videos on my TikTok. Um, it's a blessing. Don't have as many subscribers as here, but we're going to work on it. And I thank you for your support. And I ask you to please like, possibly share, and subscribe to my channel. Now I'm 60 years old. Yes, I'm 60. I've been writing since 2008. I have 3 published volumes of The Purpose of My Closure. And the last book I wrote was 10 Wrong Reasons to Get Married. And you can find those on Amazon, or you can inbox me and I can have it shipped to you if you prefer, whichever way it go. I just really would like for you to read the books because there's some good information and it's a very good story and it's based on real life. I don't hold anything back. Also, if you want to do videos or use the tools that I use, you could also click on the link below for StreamYard. That's a referral link if you would like to use this tool as well. It works for me. Even though I'm not doing a video, I still have my picture up here. You can hear me clearly and you can still see that smile that I have. And you will soon be seeing some live videos as well. I have a few things that I want to work on myself first. And I'm very grateful for this tool. And I hope and pray that you get some value out of this. Now, after Dad came, I had my grand dog, which, like I said, everybody loves Gracie. She's very likable and lovable. And when Mom came, like I said, she had dementia. She would disappear. I would have the whole neighborhood, the fire rescue squad, everybody looking for her. And she'd be up at the corner at the gas station drinking coffee with her legs crossed, having me so upset. I'm thinking somebody just snatched her. So, I couldn't really leave mom alone too much. So I started recording her. I try to incorporate um, me exercising and having her exercising, which you'll see a couple of videos on this channel of her exercising. And I will never forget that. Good memories, because now she's bedbound and don't walk, because she's had a hip replacement, like I said, a broken collarbone, and she's in hospice at home. So they both definitely need 24-hour care. Sometimes I barely sleep, and because she'll wake up screaming, dad'll be calling my name, and I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying they need a lot of care, and you have to be on it. And every time when I start to build my content and build my channel, there's always something popping up. So I choose to do my build my content in the mornings. It's 2:12 here in USA and the South, and it's quiet, no phone ringing, no doctor, no nurse, no aide, all that. I mean, my life is 360-degree turned. And once again, I'm not complaining. I am blessed to have both of my parents. My mother is 90 and my father is 89. And I have both of them together, and they've been married for 61 years. And I still make sure, we make sure that they still have date nights. I would take dad and put him in a wheelchair, and they roll him in the room with mama, and he'll say, "Hey, baby doll." She'd be saying, "You ain't gonna go to sleep, are you?" Anyway, that's cute. Another conversation though. But I just want to tell you, some of the good things. And not to give you any excuses, I do apologize for my absence. But now it's time to continue to build. We have the foundation of content, and please check out some of the old videos or shorts. Also, check out my TikTok. You get some words of wisdom, some golden nuggets, some knowledge, encouragement, and you would definitely get some value out of it. But what my plans with this channel moving forward is, I shared with you about the books that I have. So I will be doing readings. And I don't mean palm readings. I mean reading my book and sharing my story. And I would like for you to join in and also share. Check out my link tree, which is on my TikTok, which give you all my platforms as well. And also, if you like to order a book, as I said before, you may do so by clicking on my link tree on my TikTok, or you can inbox me and we'll work it out and I have it shipped out to you. I do not regret prioritizing my parents before our goals and dreams, but now it's time to pursue them. I have to pursue my goals and dreams, and I would like to share them with you. And as I said before, if it brings value, I would like for you to share my content with others. Time doesn't wait for anyone. And I do not want to be full when I die. I want to be empty. And what I mean by that, I want all my dreams and goals and my purpose to be complete and fulfilled because there's so many goals, so many dreams that's in the graveyard, if you know what I mean. Now, the different stages also on my channel, it was not a mistake. It was premeditated. And also, I took my subscribers into consideration because evidently you have an interest or something that you are interested in what I have to say or share. So I couldn't neglect my subscribers anymore. I have 713 subscribers, just a couple of hundred away from 1,000. I'm not limiting myself, but this is also work for me. And if you don't work, you don't eat. And I don't mind working for my subscribers or for the people that believe in me and bringing them good content and making myself available for questions or consulting. I won't say advice, but consulting. So I've been through a lot and I have a lot to share. So I want to invite you to listen in when I start reading my volume 3 book, because I've done 1 and 2 before. It is on my old video. So I don't want to be repetitious. I want to move forward. And if you want to listen to the 1 and 2, you can either go back on the old videos or either you could just buy the book and get it on Amazon. Purpose of my closure. The first one says is Miss Alexis, aka Cassandra Brand. And then when you go into the other volumes, no, it's Cassandra Brand, aka Miss Alexis. And then as you go into the other volumes, it's Miss Alexis, aka Cassandra Brand. And I did it like that because people who know Cassandra, they didn't know Miss Alexis. And people who knew Miss Alexis didn't know Cassandra. So I put it all out there so no one could have anything over my shoulder or over my head. It is what it is. I have to be very transparent, especially with the content that I'm delivering. I have been discouraged quite a few times, and we will talk about that in the future. But right now, we want to definitely get back on track. I want to get back on track, excuse me. I've had the 2 strokes to the brain, and sometimes it's hard for me to swallow. And I don't walk well and I don't see well. I just push through the pain. I don't know how I know how I do. I do it by God's grace and mercy, but it's very challenging. Very challenging. I'll be in a lot of pain. And the most I would take is like a Advil, a gel Advil. I don't do pain pills or anything like that. They try to put me on a Gabapentin, and I probably taken it maybe 3 or 4 times because I'd be so much pain when I'm sleeping. I just need something to ease the pain. But I don't want to get on into that as well. That time will come. I just wanted to get reconnected with my subscribers because I feel like I have abandoned you. But I didn't. I really didn't. It's not a day to go by I don't think about my subscribers. I just had to build enough nerves and energy to get online. to, number one, apologize. And number two, tell you how much I appreciate you. And your participation means a lot to me because I know and you is part of my purpose. And the ones who are here listening are the ones that's supposed to be here, supposed to listening here. I may go off because I love God, I love the Lord. Someone told me, you talk about God too much. I was like, how can I talk about God too much? This is what this is all about, purpose. And that's what he gives us, purpose. But before we enter into our divine purpose, we have to have closure. Now, I personally got a lot of closure at the root where it starts at, my parents. And at the end of the day, who's here supervising, watching over them, making sure they get the care that they need, the quality of care that they need. It's a blessing to have a doctor come to the house, but doctors make house calls these days. A nurse comes to the house for my parents. They have CNAs. They move around a lot, but at least they have the assistant help bathe them, change them. So I don't sometimes feed them. I don't do the cooking because we have a small kitchen and I don't want everybody all over our food, if you know what I mean. But this channel is going to a different level. And I hope you sit down and buckle your seats because it's about to take off. And I want to bring you with me. I want us to take off together. If you're listening to this message, please type in where you're listening from, what state you're listening from, or what city you're listening from. Most people I know are from the East Coast, like New York, New Jersey, Dallas. Those are places where I've lived and built some relationships, male and females, friends. But right now I'm stationed in North Carolina, and I've been here since October the 15th, 2015. Where I'm going, I'm standing still and see the salvation of the Lord until he gives me instructions to do something else or go somewhere else. I'm definitely not afraid to try new things under the protection and the instructions of God. Obedience. And that's why I had to be obedient and get back online and start over again. Yes, I was a little embarrassed and afraid because I just vanished, disappeared. But I just refuse to give up. It's in me. It's in me to speak to you, and you. It's a lot going on. And a lot of things that's going on now, there's a lot of things I've written in my book that I started writing in 2008. Published 2013, 14. Yeah, I was out there, I was on fire. But now I have to get back to writing, my reading. I put my whole life on hold. Stop. For my parents. So that latter days may be greater. And I don't regret it. I've just learned how to incorporate the things I should be doing and regulate the things that are going on. and start setting boundaries. That's what people, places, and things, family, friends, and kins, you have to have boundaries. I've had some hardship even with my own family. I'm going to share these stories with you, but it's just not time yet. It's time to reconnect. And if you're listening, just let me know where you're listening from. If you're interested in hearing my readings of the chapters in my book, um, just put a little signal, number one. Just put number one. And I know what that means. And I'll be on more often. I will try to do at least 3 a day. If I don't, I'll make it up the next day or get up at this time of night where it's nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. I don't have to worry about my son's dropping his weights on the ground where you can hear it all the way through the house. Mama hollering and screaming. And daddy waking up coughing and choking. This is a peaceful moment. So definitely going to start doing it in this time of the morning. Because actually my morning starts at 6 a.m. It's unbelievable. I don't know how I do the things I do, but I know who helps me, and it's God's grace and mercy. So until then, my people, excuse me, I would like some participation, even if it's just one person. It matters. So participation and liking, sharing, listening to the end. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free. I am here for you. And I'm not going anywhere.